to pull you out of that problem. By the time you survive that holocaust of temptation, then God will say, now you have entered the right path. Follow. I don't know that you understand what I'm saying now. But if you are afraid of that very temptation, because some temptation is caused by our own errors, you push it to God. And some temptation is caused by you trying to come out from what you're already into. Before you gave your life to Jesus, were you not into something? You were into something, Nabi? That thing you were into and you want to come out from it, they will challenge you. As you want to struggle, they will challenge you, but who will help you come out? It's the same God. And how will he do it? He will do it through his word. When you obey, he helps you. You stomach the temptation, overcome the temptation, then you now step into what is the right thing for you to do. So he wants you to come out from what he wants to pull you out of. And when you obey, you see yourself grow. But if you don't obey, you say, well, it's too much. Oh, it's too much. Oh. As you decline, somebody is taking the glory. I don't want to have boyfriends anymore. That is when you will see that no money is coming your hand. Persecution of no money will begin to come. The pressure of no money will come. Your panties will get tore. Your underwear will get this, that. No money to even enter Okada. And by the time you look at it, say, but I can't trek now. Which type of temptation? Hey, follow that temptation. God is pulling you out of nonsense. He said, it's too much. No. You're just coming out from a web that you've been into. Either your mother introduced you, because some mothers hearing me now on television, and some of you listening to me in your houses, many of you encourage your children to go and do prostitution. They don't have a hotel room. They leave your house and sleep with a boy and bring back money and use it and cook. Am I saying what is the truth? It's happening to you tomorrow. He said, Pastor, temptation is too much. You won't even open up the other side. Listen to me. So many of us are in bondage because there are things you need to speak out. You say you will pray. You can't pray yourself out. You must speak out. There are some restitution you cannot restitute on your own. You have to speak out. He said he watches the runes, all the corners of the heart. He watches the corners. I was privileged by one man of God who went to minister to a family outside Omo. Then I wasn't a pastor. My assistant pastor took me, said, let's go. He said, we are going to pray for this and this. I said, okay, let me pray about it. As I was praying, I said, God, can you show me where your servant is taking me to? And what is the essence of that very prayer or whatever? In the night, God opened my eyes and took me to that compound we are going to pray. I saw it very clearly and told me what was the cause of the death of the husband of that woman we are going to pray for. And the Lord made me to understand that it was the woman herself that planted the killing of her husband. But I didn't tell the woman, no, I only told the pastor that took me there. The man is gone, but the woman is the orchestrator of the death of the man. God knows the runes of your heart. I'm telling you, when the Bible says in Revelation that there are synagogue of Satan in the church, God is not joking. Synagogue of Satan, they inside church. Those that say they are Christian but they are not Christian. Those that say they are born again but they are not born again. All are inside the church. Why did God ask me to pray against those that will come to steal the world? Because there are so many of you that came into the church. I am looking at you as members, but something else came with you. I'm not apologizing to you. I'm telling you the truth. Come out from those nonsense and let God set you free. Papa Yako even made a statement and said at Australia, he wanted to enter into a church in spiritual realm. Physically, he saw a Christian that came out to ease herself. But in